Alright, welcome back to another episode here on our WWE 2K19 Universe Mode. I am, of course, Namak here on the Bad Wrestling channel and making his way to the ring here on SmackDown. It is the SmackDown General Manager, Shawn Michaels. Now, we have not seen this man since the attack by our new World Heavyweight Champion, Samoa Joe. I wonder what his feelings are on that. I hope he addresses them here in this little promo, because he wants to talk to the WWE Universe. So what does our General Manager, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, have to say to the audience? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Friday Night SmackDown. So I come out here with some news that I am personally not too happy with. At SummerSlam, through my own doing, I gave Samoa Joe, the man who decided to lay his hands on me a few weeks ago, a shot at the World Heavyweight title. Well, at the next pay-per-view Super Showdown, I will not make the same mistake of giving Samoa Joe away to retain the championship by running away. No, instead, he will have to truly prove that he can defeat Aleister Black, as they will be fighting in one more match. However, if Samoa Joe decides to use his champion's advantage, then he will be stripped of the title. So at Super Showdown, we will see who is truly better. But that's not all. A few days ago, before SummerSlam, I had a meeting with Paul Heyman. I told him that I think SmackDown should have something fresh put into its blood. After all, Raw has done the same thing with EC3, and he won the damn Money in the Bank briefcase. So in our main event, SmackDown's newest acquisition, Brock Lesnar, will return to the blue brand under a new contract with us. Well, everybody, at Super Showdown, we will be seeing the World Heavyweight Championship be contested in a one-on-one matchup, as Samoa Joe has his first ever defense against Aleister Black. Of course, Shawn Michaels there in that little opening promo, definitely seeming like he blames himself for creating a steel cage match. You know, in a steel cage match, you don't have to pin or submit your opponent. You literally just have to escape the cage. Escape the cage, which is what Samoa Joe did, not Samoa Joe. Another title that changed hands at SummerSlam is that SmackDown Women's title, much like the Raw one, the Raw Women's Championship that went over to Asuka. However, Bayley was not scheduled for a match for that title, okay? It was Shayna Baszler, the current champion at the time, versus Carmella defending it, and Bayley, for some ever reason, decided to make her mark at one of the biggest events we have, SummerSlam, and took that opportunity to cash in her Money in the Bank contract for that SmackDown Women's title. And Bayley coming in now, the champion, set to take on a woman, another former champion, first ever SmackDown Women's champion, Sasha Banks, the boss, as she calls herself. So Sasha Banks, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, making her way to the ring, set to take on the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley. And as far as I could tell from the vibe we got from the vibe earlier today in the locker room, Shayna Baszler is definitely not happy at that cash-in win by Bayley. So hopefully she stays cool here tonight. So, however, Sasha Banks, ladies and gentlemen, has to focus, because if she defeats Bayley here tonight, imagine the implications that it could have. So Bayley and Sasha Banks here tonight, kicking it off here in our first matchup here tonight. And apparently later on tonight, Brock Lesnar, the newest member of SmackDown, for I guess Brock Lesnar, I didn't know about that, is going to be fighting here tonight in our main event. Which is interesting, as Sasha Banks goes after Bayley here. But that's going to be later on tonight. Brock Lesnar apparently making his debut later, as Sasha Banks and Bayley fighting here tonight in our one-on-one opening contest, as a kick to the stomach there connects by Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks missing the drop kick, however, Bayley taking advantage, picking her up right to the back there with a knee to the top of the spine, and then exploding into a running, I'm not too sure, axe handle? Yeah, running axe handle. That's the maneuver. As Bayley, pulling in Sasha Banks, turns into a bit of a stunner, a bit of a twist of fate style maneuver onto Sasha Banks. However, Bayley went to go for a maneuver, caught herself still standing. As Bayley, the champion, look at this. Of course, these two have a lot of history together. Bayley, roll over, DDT connects, face first goes the boss. And Bayley now, of course, she wasn't even originally in the plans, or originally on the roster for our Universe mode this year, okay? She won a matchup against Becky Lynch in NXT to get a shot in the Women's Money in the Bank matchup, the first ever Women's Money in the Bank matchup. And then that Women's Money in the Bank briefcase was then won by, I guess, a former NXT alumni and former member of our roster. Okay, she was in the roster last year. However, she wasn't necessarily planned this year. She wasn't really drafted. She was stuck in NXT. Got herself a promotion, I guess you could say, to SmackDown after winning the briefcase. There's now a big splash, however, right to the stomach. Right to the stomach of Bayley. Okay, Bayley could have chosen to go over to Raw with the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. However, she decided to come over to SmackDown. Took the opportunity to win the SmackDown Women's Champion. And now she has gone from not even being on the roster to being the Women's Champion as she battles former Women's Champion Sasha Banks. As Bayley picking her up, slamming her down there with a big suplex. Sasha Banks is down. Bayley realizing the opportunity. Wants Sasha Banks up. Has the crowd behind her here, over an elbow to the face, and Sasha Banks gets out of it. And now Banks punches her in the face and turns it into her own maneuver. Here it looks like the Banks statement connecting. Sasha Banks trying to tap out the SmackDown Women's Champion. However, turns it into a roll of victory. One. No, only a 1 count there. And Sasha Banks is looking at her like, how dare you go for a roll-up pin? Okay, these two know each other very well as another rollover DDT connects. And Sasha Banks and Bayley battling. Kick to the stomach by Sasha Banks. Bayley reverses it into an elbow. And now Bayley going up top. Sasha Banks, smart maneuver. Once again going to the outside so that Bayley cannot go for a jumping maneuver. However, turns it once again into that twist of fate stunner maneuver. And Bayley now, on the outside. Oh my god, big, oh my god, crash and burn. A big crash and burn from the top turnbuckle. That could be the winning moment in this match for Sasha Banks. However, Bayley surprisingly getting up, and I look at this Sasha Banks asking her to get up, asking her to get back into the ring to continue this matchup. These two have a lot of respect for each other. These two have fought each other numerous amounts of times over in NXT. As a cover there off the suplex and a rope break by Sasha Banks off a suplex. And Banks now getting lifted up here. Bayley throwing Sasha into the corner. Bayley, the new SmackDown Women's Champion, after cashing in at SummerSlam with a big suplex into the corner. And Bayley getting her up once again. Bayley wanting her up once again. Sasha Banks, however, gets up into a Bayley to belly in the cover. Off the Bayley to belly by the SmackDown Women's Champion, and the 3 count connects as Bayley defeats Sasha Banks here on SmackDown. Okay, Sasha Banks definitely trying her best. Okay, she went to go for, there you see the Banks statement earlier on. However, Bayley getting out of it into this big suplex into the corner, turned it into a Bayley to belly, and the SmackDown Women's Champion here tonight, defeating Sasha Banks. However, look at this, Shayna Baszler getting back into this, getting out, ladies and gentlemen. I mentioned earlier how the animosity from Shayna Baszler backstage going after Bayley here. Sasha Banks leaving the arena saying, hey, I've met Shayna Baszler. I know what she has in mind for Bayley, as Bayley now off of a matchup, off of this hard-fought victory here tonight, and Shayna Baszler wanting Bayley to get up here. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, Shayna Baszler. Okay, Bayley cashed in the Money in the Bank on Shayna Baszler. There you see connecting. And look at this, Bayley immediately tapping out, and Shayna Baszler attacking Bayley here tonight. Uncalled for attack, however, the damage is done. Laughing. I can definitely see why she would want revenge for the cash-in. However, Shayna Baszler, I don't know if it was quite called for, but anyways, we move on to our main event featuring Brock Lesnar. And now here we are, the main event, highly anticipated main event, I can assume. Shawn Michaels earlier tonight announcing that Brock Lesnar is the newest signee for Friday Night SmackDown. Of course, formerly on Monday Night Raw, over in 2K18's universe mode, former WWE champion Brock Lesnar. And now Brock Lesnar, he wasn't really quite drafted to any brand this year, this 2K19, this new season of universe mode. So now Brock Lesnar has just been signed here halfway through the series as that man, Randy Orton, the Viper, apparently is the man who wants to fight Brock Lesnar, the man who's been chosen to fight, or I guess you could say be fed to Brock Lesnar. So Randy Orton, here tonight, the opponent to SmackDown's newest signee, former WWE champion. The only way he lost it was losing to our new World Heavyweight Champion, Samoa Joe, in the last series. And then Shinsuke Nakamura winning that. And then, of course, Shinsuke Nakamura losing at SummerSlam again. SummerSlam, very impactful pay-per-view in our universe mode. If you haven't seen that, I guess you do kind of know most of the spoilers. As Paul Heyman would probably like to say, spoiler alert, Paul Heyman would love to say that Brock Lesnar is the man who wins his matches. However, will Brock Lesnar win tonight against Randy Orton, his first match here in our universe mode 2K19? Main event, Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton. This will be a fight. A fight for survival. And here we go. The bell's officially rung. Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton starting off here. Lesnar turns it. German suplex immediately. Already. German suplex, count it. That's the one. That's the number one. I guess you could say, as Randy Orton, however, reverses that one. Goes for an uppercut. Into an elbow there. And Brock Lesnar gets reversed. Gets put into the clothesline. Gets put into the corner again. Randy throws him into the corner and then gets bounced off the top rope. Or off the corner. Goes for another German. Randy Orton scouting those German suplexes. Brock Lesnar gets thrown as hard as he can into the corner. Lesnar, Randy Orton, the Viper versus the Beast. Randy Orton, the prey, I guess you could say. Brock Lesnar, the man preying upon Randy Orton. Animal analogy. As Brock Lesnar, however, fighting here against Randy Orton. Brock Lesnar goes into every matchup like it is a war, stomping away on Randy Orton. And now, look at this, just punching through the hands. And oh god, oh, the elbows there, bringing back some horrible memories, I guess you could say, for Randy Orton. Cough, cough, real life reference. Cough, cough. As the referee is now down, or the referee finally getting up. As now Lesnar in the corner stomping, getting stomped on by Randy Orton. Randy Orton goes for a maneuver. Goes for the setup for the DDT. Gets turned into the German suplex. Just lets go. Throws him. Almost throwing him through the corner into the potentially 4th or 5th row. As Lesnar gets thrown into the corner again. Randy Orton, however, gets put into the corner. Brock Lesnar pounding the face into the corner of the ring. And Lesnar, the newest acquisition to SmackDown, a very dangerous man, former WWE champion. Oh, but slaps him in the hand. And then, oh, look at this, Brock Lesnar. And Randy Orton almost like trying to say, hey, I can't be as powerful if I want to, as Lesnar gets thrown across the ring that time. Usually it's the other way around. And Lesnar throws him over now. And now Randy Orton, I guess it looks like he's trying to challenge the strength of Brock Lesnar. Now Lesnar, there you see, Lesnar's not fucking around anymore. And now grabs him into another German suplex and it connects. And Brock Lesnar, one of the most dangerous men in the history of WWE, gets a big punch to the stomach, wants to go for a headbutt reversed. And Lesnar, oh look at this, Randy Orton, okay, that was a setup and a half, oh my god. As Randy Orton with the DDT, middle rope DDT connects, Paul Heyman watching on, letting Brock Lesnar have his fun, I guess you would say. As Lesnar getting up here, RKO connects. Paul Heyman watching, maybe a little bit nervous. 1, 2, and a kick out there by Brock Lesnar off of an RKO. Randy Orton gets reversed, and look at this Lesnar. Kimura lock, but a rope break saving Randy Orton. But Randy Orton, oh, with a shoulder tackle there. And look at Randy taunting Brock Lesnar. Lesnar rolling out of the ring. And now Randy Orton is telling Brock Lesnar to get back into this ring. And look at this, Lesnar not into it. Paul Heyman watching as Lesnar with a big German suplex, folding him up like an accordion. As Lesnar goes for a maneuver, puts him in between his legs. That was not meant to sound sexual in any way, as the power bombs. Trust me, I do not want anything sexual involving Brock Lesnar. That would be terrifying. I feel sorry for Sable sometimes. As Lesnar, however, goes for it. Looked like he's picking him up for the F5, but Randy Orton getting out of it. Gets out of the F5. Brock Lesnar, however, gets thrown onto the top rope. As now Paul Heyman there, you see, distracting Randy Orton. Paul Heyman, the general manager duties of Brock Lesnar, the advocate, went to go for the knee. Reversed. And Randy Orton taking advantage with a dropkick. And Randy Orton definitely being seen as the underdog in this bout. As now an RKO connects. Middle of the ring. Lesnar is down the cover, but look at Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman using the referee as he's distracting the referee, and Randy Orton, pissed off, still going after Brock Lesnar. Okay, Paul Heyman can be a very animated, very, very useful person when he wants to be. As Lesnar picking up Randy Orton. And now, oh my god, almost throwing him to the outside again. Jesus, that German suplex is goddamn horrific. As Lesnar gets thrown into the corner by Randy Orton. Randy Orton looking at him thinking, what is he going to do here? No, god, oh god, look at this, just wiping the face off the top rope. And Lesnar reverses it. Lesnar reverses whoever Randy Orton wanted to do there, and Brock Lesnar back on the attack again. Brock Lesnar with the elbow. The strikes, the UFC background being shown here. Lesnar throws him into the corner. Now knee to the face, however, reversed again. And Lesnar, neck breaker by Randy. Randy Orton, look at this. The arrogance of Randy Orton. 2 RKOs have been hit on Brock Lesnar. The cover, but a kick out there by Lesnar on Randy. Randy Orton deciding that he wants to end it here. RKO, and it connects again. I believe he's just busted open. The Beast is bleeding here tonight. In the cover, and look at Paul Heyman again. Paul Heyman, that son of a bitch. And Randy Orton, he's just like, fine, doesn't matter. Oh my god, the blood is really pouring off that RKO. Jesus. I might have cut an artery there. Oh my god, it's now right to the arm of Brock Lesnar. And Heyman watching on as his client is getting beaten down by Randy. And look at Randy Orton. Definitely on the attack. Goes for the cover again. 1, 2. but a kick out there by Brock Lesnar. Lesnar, a freak of nature, kick to the back of the head. Okay, we already seen a huge announcement regarding the World Heavyweight Championship, as Samoa Joe is going to be fighting Aleister Black at Super Showdown. And SmackDown's big heavyweight bouts, as a kick to the arm there, and now Randy Orton, the Viper, just kicking the limbs of his opponent, Brock Lesnar. Okay, we've already seen that announcement. We've seen Shayna Baszler attack Bayley earlier tonight in the first matchup. And now we are seeing a main event where Randy Orton could defeat SmackDown's newest acquisition, Brock Lesnar, as the cover. One, and again, look at Paul Heyman. Randy Orton actually taking it to Brock Lesnar. Randy Orton actually showing that he can definitely take it to his opponent, as it looks like Paul Heyman being ejected, as now Lesnar, oh look at this, turns into the Kimura once again, but a rope break again, and Lesnar, a fierce combatant, goes after him with a clothesline. And it looks like Brock Lesnar setting up a big win here potentially, as Paul Heyman has just left. Okay, by saving Lesnar so many times, Brock Lesnar might be seeing that his advocate's leaving, and now he's going to go no holds barred, it looks like, on Randy Orton, elbow to the face. However, Brock Lesnar getting a just a regular suplex. Lesnar turns it into a suplex of his own. And Lesnar now beating the hell out of Randy Orton as a clothesline connects. Brock Lesnar, a fierce competitor, look at this, just beating the hell out of him, just trying to maybe cut open the forehead of Randy Orton, quite like how Brock Lesnar has cut open here. And now Lesnar, once again, just the fierce punches and strikes, oh my god, the elbows, again and again on Randy Orton. And Randy Orton have her rolling out of the ring, realizing this might be Brock Lesnar's time, and Lesnar knows it as well. Lesnar goes for the Kimura lock, trying to tap out. Randy Orton trying to show off his dominance here on SmackDown. And Randy Orton, however, rolling out of the Kimura. But Brock Lesnar kicked in the stomach, reversed. And Lesnar now getting maybe beaten up by Randy Orton. Randy Orton might be getting himself back into this matchup. Orton goes for a maneuver. Lesnar reverses it. Lesnar grabbing him once again. German suplex. Oh my god, the back of the head. How many of those German suplexes into the corner can Randy Orton take before he might be getting a serious concussion? As Randy Orton getting up here into the clothesline there. The clothesline, apparently. I don't know why I was doing that, but okay. As Randy Orton now, look at this, blocking the punches. However, the strikes by Brock Lesnar, and it looks like, I believe, he might have just given blood to Randy Orton's face via the strikes of Lesnar. As Lesnar now picks him up, it looks like both men beaten up, both men bruised and battered. Lesnar looking down at Randy Orton. Randy Orton, the Viper. Brock Lesnar, the Beast. These two men here tonight growing potentially a big despise for one another. Here on SmackDown's main event, Randy Orton looking down at Brock. Brock Lesnar trying to get himself back up, it looks like. And he does here. Goes for a maneuver. However, reverse there. Kicked in the leg. And Lesnar picks him up. F5, but Randy Orton once again reversing the F5. It looks like in the elbows. The elbows striking down on Lesnar. And now right to the back. Randy Orton has given so much punishment to Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, look at this, getting pulled in to that big DDT, it looks like. Connects there by Randy. And Randy Orton now picking up Brock Lesnar. No need to waste time as the RKO connects. He's already taken, I do believe, 4 now. RKO's 2, but a kick out there by Lesnar. Lesnar kicking out of another RKO, and Randy Orton is looking down. Randy Orton, he's like, you know what? I'll go right back into another one. These RKOs, and again the RKO connects. And the cover. 1, 2. No, and Brock Lesnar kicks out again. Oh my god. Randy Orton has given Brock Lesnar so much punishment. Goes for another cover. 1, 2. And a kick out again. Randy Orton, look at this. He's shocked. He's never met Brock Lesnar before in the ring. I do believe in our universe mode. And I think Randy Orton is getting physically pissed off that Brock Lesnar just keeps kicking out and getting out of this. As Lesnar gets turned into a neckbreaker there by Randy Orton. And Randy Orton back on the offensive again. Okay, turning the neck, trying to almost maybe rip the head off of Brock Lesnar. Lesnar, a fierce combatant like we've been saying, is now throws himself over. And now beating down on the cuts. Trying to make Brock Lesnar bleed even more, but the blood is pouring everywhere. All over his body. Randy Orton goes for a maneuver. Brock Lesnar reverses it. Lesnar goes and throws him to the outside, and Lesnar now throws him to the outside, and this might be exactly what Brock Lesnar needs. Lesnar going to chase Randy Orton. The count being... or not reset, I do believe. No, the count, yeah. The count is being reset as Randy Orton throws Lesnar back into the ring. Kicks him in the side there. Lesnar here on SmackDown, his first matchup on SmackDown, and he's looking very human. He's not necessarily looking beast-like anymore as Lesnar goes for the power bomb, but Randy Orton reverses it. Randy Orton reverses it. Oh my god, look at Brock Lesnar's face. Jesus. Lesnar and Orton battling. Oh my god, Shawn Michaels might be watching this saying, maybe I have made a huge error wasting so much money on Brock Lesnar. If he loses here tonight, 1, 2, and a kick out again. Once again, a kick out by Brock Lesnar, and Randy Orton. Look at this, he is so pissed off. Brock Lesnar is kicked out of, I don't know, 5, 6? I've lost count. It's definitely more than 5 RKOs. And Brock Lesnar going after him, goes for the elbow. However, reversed into a kick to the stomach now. Goes for a clothesline and connects. Clothesline connecting by the Viper. And now Randy Orton has him in a bit of a headlock, trying to maybe choke out the Beast. But the Beast, Brock Lesnar, biting back with the elbows to the abdomen, to the stomach. Lesnar punches him in the face. And now picks him up and throws him into the ropes there, just manhandling him. And Lesnar throws him into the corner now. Knee to the... No, he keeps trying to go for that knee. Reversed by by Randy Orton. Picks him up for the suplex, throws him to the other side of the ring. Randy Orton not necessarily seen as a very serious threat in our universe mode, I will say. And I think that lack of a mystique of danger might be driving Randy Orton to the point where he feels like he can defeat Brock Lesnar, trying to dismember, trying to manhandle him. As now Lesnar here tonight getting up once again, RKO. However, Brock Lesnar reverses the RKO. Lesnar reverses the RKO, but Randy Orton back on the attack again. Randy Orton reversed there, and Lesnar goes for a maneuver, punch to the face, however reversed. And now a headbutt there, both cuts still prominently open, as now takes him down. And Lesnar looking down at Randy Orton. Looking for a chance to win here, and I picks him up. No, he doesn't. Slap to the hand, and this match is still going. Brock Lesnar pulls him. And Lesnar up on the middle rope as the DDT connects, and Randy Orton trying his best to defeat Brock frickin' Lesnar. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count off the DDT. Look at Randy's face. Both men bleeding profusely. Bleeding all over the canvas. I'm surprised the white in the canvas hasn't started turning red or pink. And now look at this, trying to cut open the cut on Lesnar's face even more. using the top rope, trying to open the wound even more as Randy picks him up, goes for a maneuver. Brock Lesnar reverses it into a big boot as now, oh god, and a clothesline, and Lesnar, he is getting definitely more pissed off. It's pretty obvious he's getting more pissed off, almost throwing him to the outside of the ring there. And Lesnar picking up Randy Orton, and Lesnar now with the elbow, and now just not even going for slams anymore with a strike, and now drops him on the top of his head. And Randy Orton rolling to the outside, maybe the smartest move he's done in a little bit. Rolls to the outside. Randy, however, maybe not so smart, runs back in, and Lesnar catches him into the Kimura. The Kimura lock, and Lesnar tapping out Randy Orton. Randy Orton, after such a fight, losing to Brock Lesnar. Oh my god. The mystique of Brock Lesnar definitely continuing here tonight. But Randy Orton, my god, we might have to come back to this matchup. Randy Orton here tonight, giving Lesnar everything he has. RKO, 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 RKO after RKO. Paul Heyman having to be ejected, but Brock Lesnar, even without the crutch of Paul Heyman, showing his dominance after, I don't even know, 7, 8 RKOs at this point. I'm not too sure. Defeating Randy Orton. There you see the blood pouring almost out of the eyes of Brock Lesnar. I don't even know where the cut is. I think it's on his forehead. As Lesnar, there you see, defeating Randy Orton here tonight. And Randy Orton, oh god. Well, there you see Paul Heyman, who's been ejected, apparently has come back to celebrate the victory. And Lesnar doesn't appear to be done. Oh, right to the stomach there with the steel chair. And Lesnar now, oh, come on. Oh, God, no. Oh, come on. The ref, Paul Heyman in the middle of the ring just watching. As Lesnar getting rid of the announce table. Lesnar, always a very fierce showman. A fierce competitor here. Pulling him back. I'm not too sure exactly what he wants to do. Throws him into the steel steps. And Lesnar now picking up Randy Orton. Now Randy Orton, even though he's been almost manhandling Lesnar the entire match, Lesnar showing him the same sort of manhandling. Picks him up. Throwing Randy Orton into the announce table, the corner of the announce table there. And Lesnar here tonight, manhandling Randy Orton all over the outside areas. That's going to have to be the end of this, the end of this matchup. Oh my god, just look at the blood on Brock Lesnar. Randy Orton can't be much better after that attack with the steel chair and everything. That's going to have to be the end of this video here on our WWE 2K19 Universe mode. If you guys liked it, please let me know by hitting the like button down below. Comment anything you want to comment, subscribe if you haven't already, but if you have, why not hit the bell to be notified of everything we do here on the Bad Wrestling channel. I am, of course, Dominic. Have a good day from Bad Wrestling.